Alrighty, we're back for part 2 here for July 12th. This is Happy Aloha Friday. Wheel of cheese. Spin. We have 2 cheeses. We have Queso Fresco and Queso Pobre, or government cheese and cheese not quite cheese. So here we go for our first spin. Are you guys ready? I'm sorry, what? What? Are you guys ready? What? Sorry, what? I can't hear anybody in the chat. What? No one's ready? No? No one's ready? No? Luigi's not ready? No? Almond's ready? Okay, okay. Fine, fine. You guys, I think I'm spinning. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Echo Fall. You the winner. Okay. Remember the rules, guys. The rules are nothing over 7 minutes. If you do something over 7 minutes, I will punt. And that's just so we can be fair with everybody and their time. And I thank you so much for honoring that with me. So Echofel wants a band called The Mayan Factor. And the name of this track is War Flower. It looks like it might even be live. I'm not sure. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Man, I really like this. Man, this is setting up such a cool vibe. God, this is written so well. I mean, it's very laid back and chill, but it's just written so well. Emotionally, dynamics. They just now threw a little dirt in there, right? Now they've cut all the the acoustic guitars. But man, I'm so vibing on the acoustic guitars in this first like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Would this be considered like acoustic alternative? This was a badass song. I am right now taking it and putting it into my playlist. Stand by for 1 second. I'll share it with you guys too. Here, I'll put it right here. But I've got to save this track. I really got onto this track, and I really, while I'm listening to it, I know what I'm feeling, that I really dig what it is that's happening, but it's kind of resonating. It's kind of marinating with me right now. His voice is fantastic. As far as the production with everything, hang on, I got to put this on my, there we go. As far as production, I love the fact that they let the acoustic guitar, the arrangements live and still stay predominant, you know, throughout most of the song pretty much. Even as the drums came in. Very unique overhead vibe. The hi-hat was spread out, kind of had a little bit of a stereo, a little more split, a little bit more of a stereo image presence, but very unique with the overhead. But I love the patterns of the guitar, and it was just so well done how they let that live. But I think it's so well complemented with this guy's voice. And anytime you ever hear me talk about dynamics, in general, dynamics is flow and feel and or loudness and volume and stuff like that. And I loved how he, you know, in the very first part of the first verse, he started off with a particular tone. Second part of the first verse, or a pre-chorus, and it wasn't quite too pre-chorusy, lifted his power until he got us, you know, where he needed us for the hook. A little more of that grindy or raspy or sound and stuff. But what I really appreciated about the track, and maybe it's because of the headspace that I'm in today, because you guys know I'm kind of like in a super chill mood, that the instrumentation didn't change. It wasn't like going to be this obvious, oh shit, and go at it and then change the guitar tones into being crunch chords and stuff. Some of the more homogeneous use of production tools on how to build into a hook and then get it louder and stuff like that. I just love the fact that they pretty much stuck with the acoustic arrangements on this, you know, and the tone of his voice too as well. So you can tell I'm pumped about this. I'm glad I'm going to be listening to this tonight when I eat my Cheese Whiz and Ritz crackers. and pineapple. This is going to get a couple spins. I really want to know why I got like a good vibe on this. So, boy, did I spew on that, didn't I? How's it, Shadow? Welcome. Anyhow, Echo Fall, thank you so much for that. That was really super cool. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed that track. Okay, Wheel of Cheese, guys. We're going to Queso Pobre. Government cheese coming right up. And let's see what we got here for some government cheese. Are you ready, guys? Now we have, let's see what we got here. Woohoo! That's a lot of cheese whiz, guys. You know, that's a lot of cheese whiz. Are we ready? Let's go. Oh, Echo Falls, one of your bros? Oh, gee. All right. Well, thank you for that. Tell him it's mahalo. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? By the way, there's the link for the last song right there. Demo Roth right there. I put it there. And also, how's it? And welcome to the chat. Okay. Oh, look who won. Yay. Look who won. Sefaria. No problem, bro. I need to do this for a little longer. Because she needs we have an extra special chat community hug for Sefaria, obviously. I think maybe she could be chilling right now. And so nonetheless, I'm totally pumped that she won. So let's go ahead. And if she doesn't pop in, maybe because she's maybe relaxing and resting, then let's send her a message a little later that she won. Oh, there she is. Hey. All right. Here she is. Well, dear, look at you. Let's go. Let's see what you would like here. Okay, Sefaria wants a game until dawn. All right. And the name here, oops, hang on, I passed it up by accident here. Okay, here we go. So the name of the OST is Until Dawn, and the song is Welcome to the Annual Blackwood Winter Gateway. And in the genre, put down kind of classical orchestral, so that could be all kinds of good fun coming to us by lieu of Sefaria winning Wheel of Cheese. And it is a big Wheel of Cheese, if I do say so. Congratulations. Here we go. A lot of sound design here. Very dark and ominous. hint of a dark choir vibe in the back. There's a little menacing high string arrangement way in the back. Yeah, this sound design, this darkness is very, and yes, that's one of my terms. So now the chaos is coming together. That muted horn back there. Super hellish, man. What is happening in the game here? Like a massive chase going through different levels of a basement or something? Damn. You know, what's really a great example about this kind of music is that this was really heavily loaded with a lot of sound design. And that had no tone to it whatsoever. So that the slightest bit of tone that would come from any part of the arrangement would really stand out. While there are these scraping metal sound design, percussive sound design things in there that give you that really uneasy kind of vibe. You know, could you imagine 30, 40 years ago, all they had was like bending a saw with a bow or something, you know, or somebody would get innovative like on Star Wars and take a hammer to a, you know, electric pole to get that sound for the whatever. But a lot of this was really in-depth sound design, you know, with a lot of stereo imaging. But so to me, this was a lot of this kind of a composition is a lot of leaning into even the dynamics that were used musically would have been things that would have been like, well, there were a couple things that were there. There were some, lower ostinatos or patterns being held by what sounded like a double bass and something like that. But the whole thing was definitely made to make you feel like you're spiraling downwards into darkness, but with mostly like just nanometers away from like a cold, icy cold sword just about to slice the back of your neck or something like that. So that percussive arrangement by using sound design was kind of like the leading edge of that. No pun. But what piece is it? What piece did we do here? We just got through doing the OST Until Dawn, and this was Welcome to the Annual Blackwood Winter. Here, I'll put the link in there. There we go. That's the one right there, you guys, if you want to listen to that on your own. But a super great dark track. I wrote similar pieces for this for a festival short. What was it called? Ever After? Dark and Ever After? I can't remember. Where there was just this, it's the same kind of, it's kind of like a go-to palette for this particular darkness and heaviness, But yeah, that was definitely, festival shorts, man. I did a ton of festival shorts. But I would always do it, that's that whole thing with me. That's the reason why I still have some of my composer friends that used to tell me, man, you should be charging these people to do this, and, why aren't you doing this? And why? I go, well, because they're, so a lot of these people are having a hard time, and I just said, okay, here's my deal. I mean, where am I at right now? I mean, my deal would be like, after I talk to them and realize they don't have any money whatsoever, I'd say, look, every time you come over for a spotting session or something, you bring me a lunch and you buy me a gift, and festival shorts, so especially shorts that are under a certain time, and especially if the music requirements aren't too intense, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out, no problem. And they would try to be really nice about it and say, I promise if I ever get a movie deal, you'll do it. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen, but I'll be here for you if you ever need. That's not why I'm doing it, is to kind of maneuver a network, you know what I'm saying? Stand by, let me refresh this. I just am that guy, and that's why. All right, here we go, guys. Are we ready? This is Queso Nuevo. Whoops, that's not me. Stand by. Okay, that was it. Okay, here we go, guys. Are you ready? Are we ready? Let's go. Ooh, a little stall there. The Holy Rot. The Holy Rot. Oh. Before we check the Holy Rot song, anybody want to put any wagers on whether this is going to be heavy metal or will it be Rachmaninoff? Let's find out. The Holy Rot. Okay. The Holy Rot. Oh, geez. None of the above. Do not judge a book by its cover. Because the Holy Rot, I'm just saying, that's a gnarly name, and that's like something you'd see in like full black death metal font, Holy Rot, Holy Rot. But you know what? Holy Rot wants a video game, and the song is Beach, and the name of the OST is Plok. That is so cool. Here we go. I like this. I love his work. You know, that seventh, it gives it a little bit of that fusion-y vibe. How many of you guys out there have played this game? God, I love this vibe. I love those synth stabs taking the place of a horn arrangement. Guys, I have an idea. Let's play with the pan pot. Got into a little bit of a funk fusion here. Right, Armegis? This is badass, guys. Now he goes into a little bit of that RB funk, shifts that gear, it's really nice. Got a little bit of an Earth, Wind, and Fire jive to it. I love the bass change up here. Oh, now he dropped it. Classic pullback on the track. I'm waiting for the Casey and the Sunshine Band to jump out. Nice way to bring it around right here. What a great track, and once again, I definitely judge a book by its cover. What was the name of our guest that won this? The Holy something. Anyhow, my bad for for saying, "Oh my God, with a name like this, I'll bet you we're going to be getting some of the most screechingest." Yeah, the Holy Rot. Thank you, guys. Come on, guys. I mean, I saw a name like that, I was like going, "Yeah, we're going to be getting into some," but we didn't. We got into some very super cool music. But let me ask you guys, I was noticing, did you say that this what we just heard, that this game was developed by the composer as well? Did I catch that correctly? That Tim Follin actually did this game, and then he obviously did the music for it. Kind of pulling a C418 kind of vibe. No, I thought I saw that in the chat. Oh, he wasn't a dev on this. Okay. I don't know why I thought I may have caught it. Oh. Just a kick-ass track. No, he wasn't. You're right, Skippy. I totally blew that. Who was... Wait a minute. No, hang on. I have to recover from this memory mishap. Who was the composer? That was the dev for the game, too. Oh. I don't remember. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you guys throw a couple out there. Oh, that's who. That's it right here. The old Guilty Gear. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yes, and I did get that confused also, Skippy. Yeah. But there are quite a few, actually. And I see that happening. I can understand. Oh, and Stardew, that's what it was. Was it Stardew? Is that where this come across? Because I played Stardew. I actually still have it. I'm actually going to catch up on Stardew while I'm recovering from surgery. So that's what it was. Okay, I'm feeling good. My brain wasn't that rotted out, so. Jack Wall as well. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a great recovery game. But actually, I'm going to get into the game. I'm going to download my very first driving game. Oh, God, it was mentioned online yesterday which one it was I'm getting. I don't know. Let me get back into the music. My brain is sieving. Okay, Wheel of Queso. Again, we are going to be doing the Holy Rot. Thank you so much for your presence. Oh, Toby Fox as well. Right. So let's do Ginormous cheese. And on the Ginormous cheese, let's see what we got here. That's some Ginormous cheese, guys. Not as bad as Wednesday, though. Wednesday's dedicated Wheel of Cheese, man, that was fragged. That was just... All right, guys. Here we go. I can't even see it. Murph on Earth. Look at you. Murph on Earth. All right. Let's go. Murph on Earth would like us to enjoy with him in his presence. God dang it. There we go. Murph on Earth would like us to enjoy Aesop rock, kind of a hip hop, I guess you have it down here as the genre. And the name of the track is Rings, and the band is Aesop Rock. All right, no comment. He wants us to just watch it, and let's go. Are you ready? All right.
Drawer. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and a muse from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No-name nuisance. Stews in a bedroom. Booze in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you do. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will, the spirit.
I like that ambient background work.
I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used
Is this band's typical style?
Fire in his roommate's base. It was bloom and addiction. A missing a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And a grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison. Voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury.
You know what's really important arrangement-wise is that bass line is so laid back.
Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
Ah, man. That was a great-ass track, man. That was... whoops, sorry. That's the rap. The lyrics were really heady. Really, and the fact that you can hear them, you know, it's just, you know, with rap and stuff and things that I've been experiencing and stuff, I have to want to hear it as well. And when I'm listening to an artist that, you know, if the music isn't getting me or if the beat doesn't get me into the vibe, then, and that makes me have to work to actually listen to the rap and stuff like that, then I'm really not as connected. But this was really, really, really kind of some really great wordsmithing. Is that a good way to put it? You know, excellent wordsmith kind of vibe. So that was great. Murph on Earth, man, you won, you heard, you came, you conquered. Congratulations, man. I like the opening of the track too because, you know, with the scratching a little bit, I go, and I used to like that era of adding a DJ to a lot of work. I always saw people who did the DJ scratching as just as much as a musician as any other instrument playing, because they have to choose very unique sections and they get the sounds that they want in order to do this, or have specific sections in albums to get words to pop off correctly, you know. So I have a respect for that. You know, it's not like that thing that happened. I definitely have a respect for it, you know. Okay, more Wheelie of Cheese. We are doing Queso Nuevo. I do have one track I did somewhere with a DJ scratch artist. I gotta find that. It was called Booty Groove, of all things. Anyhow, new viewers, okay. I know, it's funny. It's called Booty Groove. I gotta find the track. Okay, stand by. What am I doing here? Okay, drugs are bad. Okay. Let's go. Thank you, Murph. Let's see what we got here on our minimal cheese. Let's go. Oh, come on. Why didn't you spin? There we go. Oh, it doesn't stay yellow. Toozy. Or Toozy. All right, Toozy. Let's see what Toozy want. Toozy would like a game. Oh, Donkey Kong. Let's get into some Donkey Kong, my friends. Let's see what we got here. This one is called Life in the Mines. Not M-I-N-D-S, but I'm sure you're probably going, shut up, Jeebs. We got it. We know what it is, Life in the Mines. This is one of Toozy's favorite tracks. So, are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Very clanky. Goes good with the video if this is really part of the gameplay. There we go. There's some recognition. Ooh, give it some like with that bass. He's got a little bit of a Trent Reznor vibe for me. I don't know why. I think the music and the writing and the composing here kind of got a little more progressive. I think compared to some of the other stuff that I've heard on the game. I like the little harp with the delay on there. But this does, if this song actually plays in this gameplay that I'm watching, it does, the gameplay itself has a lot more quirkiness in it, in the things that are happening, that kind of warrants this kind of vibe. But this sound brings it back home for me. Even the drum pattern is slightly more progressive in that it's not just Even the hat program on this is pretty damn pushy. Now, this wouldn't end like this at the game, right? This would be something that would loop until you got into the next section, correct? Something like that? Okay, so this would loop. So this kind of fading out this way, this is perhaps, I don't know if back in the day they did the, what did you guys call the DLC, downloadable content, or separate, files of music. It says here that it's restored, but I don't know exactly what that means. If this person maybe ran it through some mastering and some cleanup outboard, dating myself, plugins. God, I said outboard. Jeez, goes to show you how old I am. So, they use, okay, is that what that means? Restored means they used the original synths of the game, but maybe ran it to the original MIDI as well, and maybe that's why it sounds a little more, I don't know, stereo imagey, because you guys said this was 16-bit, right? So that's interesting. That's an interesting conversation. So guys, I found that track Booty Groove. I think this is it. I got to play this for you, but it's not. This is not about quote unquote. Oh, here's another track Jeeb's doing. No, I want to do the. It's the DJ guy that I worked with. So I wrote all the tracks behind him, but I think he did a really good job on this. So you guys tell me, all right? And it's the very first time I ever worked with a DJ, but I told him kind of what it was that I wanted. I actually just let him rip. So here we go, guys.
Check this out. This out.
No, I'm just saying Booty Groove. And I wrote the backing tracks. But the guy with the scratching, I don't know. 1998. Yeah, this was supposed to be, this was written for a movie as a source cue. Is there any booties grooved by the song? Yeah, the ensuing music video that the Scratcher guy made was heavy booty loading. I should have pushed the dulcimers up hotter in the mix. DJ Quirt, what a classic. All right, enough of that stuff. Good fun though, you know. I get every now and then. I'm just an old fart. I go through my library. I go, what was I thinking when I did that? I think what I was thinking is that the guy said, "You're gonna pay me how much?" I went, "Okay, I think I can do this, and I can find a DJ guy, you know, to do that stuff." And then he came in and he brought his 2 tables and stuff in my studio in Studio City and hooked him up. I had to go run it through Patch Bay, and I said, "Let's go. Here are the tracks." And he goes, "All right." So that was good fun. I like sharing some old music with you guys now and then. Okay, here we go. More Wheel of Cheese. Queso. All right. Poverty Wheel coming up. Okay, refreshing my dingies. Okay, are you guys ready for some Poverty Queso? Let's go. Oops, my bad. All right, look at that Poverty cheese. Let's go. Let's hear it for the Dingles. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, it stays in the blue. Look who won. Look who won. Ah, the Lurkin' Chirper. Come on, Mason Gator. Where are you, buddy? Come on. There he is. Where's Mason Gator? There he is. You won, bro. How's that? Mason Gator's always back going, "Where's be my turn, man? Freak, man. It always missed me by half a nanofart." Well, here you go, my friend. You have called it in. All right, let's see what Mason Gator wants. Okay, Mason Gator would like a band called Mountain Goats. Let's see what we got here. And the song is called Tallahassee. All right, let's do this. You guys all ready for some Mountain Goats and some Tallahassee? I know that Mason Gator is ramped up for it. And I know and that's the other thing too. I know that every time I start a new show, I have to flush the list from the old time, from the day before. So you guys got to go back in there and put your favorite stuff. So, you know, I appreciate your time and energy to come and listen to stuff. So the fact that you even do it, I'm humbled. Here we go, Mason Gator. Here's your track, Ginormous. Let's go. Oh, no. Okay, I was going to say, no, please, YouTube, don't blow it on Mason Gator's track.
Window facing an ill-kept front yard, plums on the tree,
Wonderful little pattern back there with that bass.
heavy with nectar, prayers to summon the destroying angel, moon stuttering in the sky like film stuck in a projector, and you
a guitar and a voice and a little bass line. Love it. I love that the bass pattern is just committed.
twin prop airplanes passing loudly overhead, road to the airport, 2 lanes clear, half the whole town gone for the summer, terrible silence coming down here you.
It almost sounds like a single mic performance. Not necessarily the guitar is mic'd and the vocal mic. I got that weird vibe. Where the mic would be just about here, picking up both guitar and vocals.
There is no deadline. There is no schedule. There is no plan we can fall back on. The road this far can't be retraced.
I agree with you, Mason Gator.
There is no punchline anybody can tack on. There are loose ends by the score. What did I come down here for? You.
Just another great example of a song that doesn't need to be produced beyond what we hear. Like maybe the guy just wrote it that morning or something. It almost felt like it was like a jam session, songwriting session. Let's record this as a demo. And some of the more powerful tracks in the world, in my opinion, that have been written under the confines of, instead of really tricking out and working out a song and doing everything, and then come in and rehearse and then go in the studio and knock your parts out. Sometimes it's like, I got this idea for this. I got this idea for this. Okay, let's hear it. Okay, let's just set up a quick mic and everything. Steve, take your bass and go direct into this, and let's just, I want to get that idea down. And it oozes with the vibe, right? The vibe of great storytelling, authentic singing and guitar playing. And what I mean by that is, the chords that he was playing there are very chill, basic chord, for guitar players. But there's times where the playing is what I call it smoky playing. Instead of saying, well, somebody didn't hit all the notes in the chord perfectly, or there's a little string buzz or a little something, instead of pointing it out being that kind of a, it's more like, smoky playing. We're just sitting here and we're just all in it. It's not about hitting every single note perfect or every strum is perfect and nothing gets hung up on a string or something like that. This was a really killer song. It really was, Mason Gator, and I'm pumped. Thank you so much. So from now on, it's called Smokey. Yeah, Mason Gator, to air is to human, but it's not even, I don't even want to say, I put it in more of the, there's your paint by numbers production, and then there's your paint the same exact thing, but without numbers, and occasionally some of the strokes may not have the same kind of flow to it, but in an abstract kind of way really puts together a little more soul into the track, into the vibe. I'm just saying. I liked it. Thank you so much. Okay, what are we doing now? Let's do some queso nuevo, queso fresco. Yeah, the grumbler, totally. There is a very unique intimacy with that. Uh-oh, what's wrong with my? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's what I mean by it. There is that kind of intimacy. But then even in the recording, I'm winding on a little bit about this. Even in the recording of it, when I was saying it just sounds like they just plopped down a mic and they just did this and they just did this. You really could feel it, you know, in the performance and in the sound in of itself. That's why I was saying, God, I wonder if they just used one mic between the vocals, like it was the vocal mic that picked up the guitar as well. I mean, that would be sketchy. As an engineer, I'd be like tripping a bit, but could make it work, but it would take a little work. All right, let's go ahead and we're doing some nuevo Queso Fresco. Yeah, right, Mason Gator. Thank you so much for that. Here we go. Okay, guys. I see people here. I see cheese people. Here we go. Oh. Modeds. Mobeds. He needs mobeds. He's a Minecrafter. He needs a bed in every corner. Mobeds, please. Okay, Mobeds, we got you covered here on the wheel of a cheese. Please. Let me see what we got here for you. Okay, here we go. Mobeds wants to hear a band called the Chico Baroque or Borque. Okay, I'm not even. I'm sure I'll like it. I haven't heard anything bad yet, Mobeds. I've heard unique things, but I have yet to hear anything not cool. Okay, here we go. And this is called. Oh, it's Portuguese. I believe. I think so. The song is Construcuo. Construction. So let's do that. It says this is from 1971. This is a classic. Oh, it is Brazilian popular music. All right, I'm excited. By the way, Mobeds just dropped into the comments for the first time. Let's just send them a really quick fat aloha real quick for jumping out from the lurking point of view and coming in here and hanging out and saying hi. All right, guys, here we go.
Amor daquela vez como se fosse a última. Beijou sua mulher como se fosse a última. E cada filho seu como se fosse o único. E atravessou a rua com seu passo tímido. Subiu a construção como se fosse máquina. Ergueu no patamar 4 paredes sólidas. Tijolo com tijolo num desenho mágico. Seus olhos embotados de cimento e lágrima. Sentou pra descansar como se fosse sábado.
Those cowbells are kind of. The tone of the cowbells are like woo woo woo.
Bebeu e soluçou como se fosse náufrago. Dançou e gargalhou como se ouvisse música. E tropeçou no céu como se fosse bêbado. E flutuou no ar como se fosse pássaro. Se acabou no chão feito pacote flácido. Agonizou no meio do passeio público. Morreu na contramão atrapalhando o tráfego.
Oh shit, that caught me off guard. Sorry. I was so into the, like, you know, that chill. I was like, ah.
atravessou a rua com seu passo bêbado.
Subiu a construção como se fosse sólido.
Ergueu no patamar 4 paredes mágicas.
Tijolo com tijolo num desenho lógico.
Seus olhos embotados de cimento e tráfego.
Sentou pra descansar como se fosse um príncipe.
Oh, those background vocals right there.
Comeu feijão com arroz como se fosse o máximo. Bebeu e soluçou como se fosse máquina. Dançou e gargalhou como se fosse o próximo.
E tropeçou
Little
no
clashy,
céu
but
como
cool.
se ouvisse música.
E flutuou no ar como se fosse sábado.
I'll bet you this was pretty avant-garde in its time.
E se acabou no chão feito um pacote tímido. Agonizou no meio do passeio náufrago.
Morreu na contramão atrapalhando o público.
You know, the language is absolutely a beautiful language to listen to people talk. I pick up little bits and pieces, but
Amou daquela vez como se fosse mágica.
what that does also for the melody and the sounds of their
Ergueu no patamar
language is beautiful.
Sentou pra descansar como se fosse um pássaro.
E flutuou no ar como se fosse um príncipe.
E se acabou no chão feito um pacote bêbado. Morreu na contramão atrapalhando o sábado. Por esse pão pra comer, por esse chão pra dormir. A certidão pra nascer e a concessão pra sorrir. Por me deixar respirar, por me deixar existir. Pela cachaça de graça.
maybe it's the Brazilian Danny Elfman.
Pela fumaça desgraça que a gente tem que tossir. Pelos andames pingentes que a gente tem que cair. Pela mulher carpinteira pra nos louvar e cuspir. E pelas moscas bicheiras a nos beijar e cobrir. E pela paz derradeira que fim vai nos redimir.
That was a really great track. I was completely entertained through the whole thing and the quirkiness of it and everything. I want to read you really quick. I'm sure you can see it here in the stream where Mobed says that for a bit of context, this song tells a story of a civil worker who died from three different perspectives. So that's why we probably got those glitchy little shifts in the track. And criticizes how little value we give to workers. It was written during the Brazilian dictatorship, so there's a lot of subtext also. Excuse me. Well, now that really, at least, that definitely explained when he says it has like a couple different point of views in the song, that's how they shifted, where all of a sudden we got that big horn section that came in here and, you know, probably a little musical theater kind of vibe to it. It was a great track. I love the Portuguese, Brazilian language. I always make that mistake. It's like, no, it's Brazilian. No, it's Portuguese. No, it's, but it's, wait, what? But I love, it's like Japanese language, or whenever they sing in their languages and stuff, and they bring the unique tones to their vowels or their consonants because of their language, you know, and how they might say something like "Dao Brazil," you know, and something like that. And we say Brazil, and it would be Brazil, you know, and there's this beautiful flow and cadence and melody to it. You know, all languages have a little something like that. Just something about the Portuguese Brazilian language that. And plus here, you know, in Hawaii, and especially on the North Shore, we have quite a few of the Brazilian folks that live in this area too. So when we come by and say hi and stuff, even their English speaking with the Brazilian accent or Portuguese accent is really super cool sounding, you know. So anyhow, yeah. Hey, let's do another one. How's about that? Let's do another one. Let's do another one. All right, next up we have Ginormous cheese. And then after this, guys, this is my last one. I'm running out of gas, and oh, no, negative, kill. You must die. No, this doesn't count, this doesn't count. Negative, I pressed wrong button, this does not count. I'm sorry, Avalaches, no, I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong button. For frick's sake, man. There, I'm sorry. I know. I know, shadow blocked. Excuse me. Hey, it happens. You of all people, especially you legacy guests here, know of all people, me pressing buttons. I don't end my streams. My mic is on half the time. My fart box goes off automatically. I mean, I can't do anything for nothing on, you know, I think that's part of the macabre reason you guys even come back is the fact that I go blah, 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 and I blow it, so. All right, here we go. Blame it on the box. Yes, I do. I swear to God. Look, if I leave the box on, like right now, it's on, and I could put it somewhere, I swear to God, 2 o'clock in the morning, it just starts going off for no reason. Now, I know it's kind of an RIDF, maybe, you know, whatever it is that triggers this. This is the trigger. So I'm thinking maybe there's like some solar flare that happens at like 2 in the morning, and it kicks this thing off, scares the shit out of me. I'm thinking there's like some ghost in my house that's gassing it up, and I'm like, I'm telling you, it does. There, all right, let me turn it off. That's what happens when you turn it off. It tells you, it goes, I'm just saying. All right, guys, here we go. Oh no, Avalaches, I know, I owe you one, Avalaches, I know. Oh my God. Hang around for a second. Maybe I'll hit yours after this. We'll see. Hey, just you hang around, okay? All right. My EVP is detecting you. Here we go, guys. One, a little glitch. High flying fruit. All right. Let's go. Oh my God, please. Must stop bad thoughts. I had a bad joke that just popped up on me for that, but I'd get so canceled. Okay. Let me see here. Let's see what we got for high flying fruit. Hang on for a second. And clear. I'm not going to say that. No, I'm not going to go there. I'm not doing it. High Flying Fruit wants a game called Osu World Cup. Is that the driving one? No, I will not let the demons in, but I tell you, they get awfully close. Okay, here we go. Hang on for a second. This is called Oso World Cup, and the name of the track is, ooh, I don't know if I'm going to get this. XL featuring Amelie XOXO, The Earth. This was a commissioned song from the Osu World Cup by L, two things dash L. And, yeah, I feel like Yoda. Take you to him, I will. Okay, here we go. It's a rhythm game. Ah! This has a little bit of GLaDOS from Portal, doesn't it? This is trippy. Dang it, where's the one? Wow. It is. I know it's in 4/4, but man, the syncopation's insane. This is great. That was badass. You know what that reminded me of? Something that band Fruity Loops would do. No pun to the name or anything of that nature. You know the band Fruity Loops are very technical, very unique in their tempo and the. Is it called Fruity Loops or the other loop? Dirty Loops. Oh my God, I did say Fruity Loops. Oh fuck! This is when I should just jump off a curb and call it a broken ankle. Dirty Loops. God dang it. But it had that vibe. It was very progressive. And it was in 4/4. Once I figured it out, and I read somebody's comment, he goes, yeah, it's 4/4. Wait a second. Let me relax for a second. I was like, oh, okay. Yes, Fruity Loops is the music program. Fruit Loops is the cereal, and Dirty Loops are the musicians. But it had that quality for me. And I really, really super dug it. I was going, this is badass. Now, I believe that it was said, High Flying Fruit had said, that it may not have been Vocaloid. Was I correct? Did I catch your comment correctly? That it's actually the artist singing? Because I did detect a little bit more of a pure vocal. It is a singer, yeah. I didn't hear that, and I also didn't hear that really definitive stop-start. You know, of like if you were clipping tight ends on it. You know, beginnings and ends and stuff. So I thought it was great. I'm sorry, but it did give me a real a rhythmical jerk. I was like, and I did. Of course, you listen, you go for the kick and the snare on it, but I was getting so taken back by these other arrangements and the syncopation in there. I was like, okay, listen, you guys know me better than anybody in the world. I'm gonna make good on that false spin, okay, that I did earlier. So I have, was it Avalach right here. I have you. I think you're still here. I hope so. And so I'm going to do your track because it was a misspin, and that's just, you know, you got to do what you got to do. That's what you just got to do. So I think you guys will enjoy this, though, because Avalach wants something from Cyberpunk 2077, and it's been a minute since we've done anything from Cyberpunk. So this will be the last one, okay, guys, because I got to dip out. So this one is called Been Good to Know Ya. And this is from Cyberpunk 2077. And I've done one or two of theirs before on the other channel. And I have to admit, I'm always super intrigued when I come across some of the music because it's got that electro kind of ravey house vibe. But then, who knows? We'll see if this one follows suit. Guys, ready? Let's go. All right. really good filter work on that very low end drone. A little bit of that Middle East deserty Arabic vibe. Quirky. Sometimes I don't need to say anything. My face just makes the reaction. See if he goes to the major third, minor third. Ah. This actually would have been a badass track for Game of Thrones, too. Like a slow-mo battle scene. Maybe it's similar in the game what's going on with this music, whatever it's playing under. Got that bass, that bottom pattern. It feels like it's a monster mole under your feet or something. What a dark way to finish off the stream. And you said the string and the synth melodies were the leitmotif. So, I mean, so they're pretty. Would this have been a more expanded version of that leitmotif, like whole notes and stuff, compared to maybe the game, or the way it's originally arranged? Maybe a little more. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Because you know how you can take and twist leitmotifs any way you want. Whenever you're doing different sections, you can do it this way. You can do it slower, stretch them out and stuff. Because to me, I was listening to the movements in there, but I wasn't quite able to fix into a pattern. But I guess you're saying it's there, but maybe an elongated version of it, something of that nature. Groove. I get little oogies. But this is Cyberpunk, and it's a legacy game, and it's also a legacy genre for music. I guess there's such a thing as cyberpunk music as well. You know, so it's same key as the main theme, slower tempo, different arrangements. Okay, I got you. All right. So it's what I thought it would have been. Okay, but all right. Well, thank you for that.